is all these candidates and their various ideas about turning this economy around. Now, to a man and woman, they've been talking about cutting taxes. But you know what's an even bigger theme, and it really delights my next guest, getting a handle on all these rules and regulations that really straddle companies with a lot of mindless, numbing paperwork, lawsuits, legal responsibilities, and the like. I'm talking about the former SEC Chairman Harvey Pitt, who's been bemoaning this for, gosh, as long as I've known him. Harvey, they all seem to say that almost matters as much, if not more than, cutting taxes. Why is it such a big deal?
Well, I think, first of all, we're living in a period of excessive regulation and, unfortunately, not very smart regulation. Second, taxation is very critical with respect to promoting the markets. We are really driving companies offshore and creating huge problems for those companies that have to do business here. And then finally, world policy issues have taken an overarching and overextensive impact on our markets because there's no confidence that the U.S. can handle these flare-ups and problems, and that is shown by the market volatility we're seeing.
You know, a lot of companies point to rules and regulations, sort of like a lot of retailers that have a bad quarter blame the weather. And I'm wondering if it's just a convenient excuse. What do you think?
Well, to some extent, I'm sure there are companies that are looking for any explanation they can find. So in that sense, you're right. It is convenient. But in a real sense, this is a serious problem we have. It's crucial that we have rules so that people play fairly. But when we have such detailed prescriptive rules that people can't even comprehend, there are going to be violations left and right, and business will suffer as a result because companies are basically afraid to move in any direction unless they get their lawyers to tell them they can.
Why can't we, and I think you and I have chatted about this before over the years, have like if you buy a new tie, I throw out an old tie. And I'm wondering why we can't do the same with regulations. A new one comes in, it might be perfectly justified. Take an old one out. But we just pile on and on and on.
Everyone complains, at least those who are guilty of over-regulating, that we need more rules, more rules. What we need are smarter rules. We have to get rid of rules that no longer serve a purpose, that were written 20, 30 years ago and have no real relationship to today's markets. And we have to simplify the process. To me, the best juxtaposition is the fact that the Dodd-Frank Act took 2,313 pages to tell the financial services industry what they had to do. And when God created the universe, it only took 2 tablets and 10 commandments to tell human beings how to behave.
I can't top that, Harvey. That's very good. Thank you very much, my friend. Good seeing you. The former SEC chairman, for my money, one of the best we've ever had, Harvey Pitt in Washington.